Welcome everybody to a video about screen printing on custom screen printing, learning channel about screen printing. Hi everybody, Wayne's here, the screen printer for 25 years. Today we're going to talk about screen printing and what screen printing is all about. Now first of all, I've been on YouTube since 2013, 20 years of doing videos on YouTube, okay? I did some screen printing videos, and I did some shirts for people on YouTube. The one that I did YouTube shirts for is 21, Dirty Diaper 21, now called 21SC on YouTube. And recently I did some shirts for Dory Vlogs 29, and I did some Bowman Homestead shirts. You see, 21 on YouTube is an awesome channel and everything. They all gave me a high mark for doing their t-shirts. When they seen his shirts, they gave me a good remark, a high mark, saying these shirts are awesome, we love them and everything. But today we're going to talk about what goes into screen printing. And this is a very interesting topic because now I do a lot of things in my shop I haven't done before. And now I'll show you what I was doing in my shop, okay? I'll take this webcam with me. I'll take my hand over the lens because you won't get dizzy, okay? Because usually you will get dizzy if I show this going around in circles, okay? Okay. Okay. This is a hat press. So I can show this up a little bit more here. This is a hat press. That's right, a hat press. That's it. This is a hat press, okay? Now, this is a ball cap, a cheap ball cap, which I didn't like this ball cap when the guy sold it to me from my vendor. I was not very happy about this. But this is a six panel ball cap. And what happens is, when you press this down on this hat press, it's supposed to lock in, okay? So we're going to lock it in. Yeah, so there we go. So this here is a ball cap. Wait, hold on, I'm supposed to be doing that. Hold on. All right. This is a ball cap. Now, what you do when you're a ball cap, when you do ball caps, this is a screen right here that goes down on the ball cap, like that. But we're not talking about that right now, but I want to show you how that works. This is a 5 panel, not 6. All right, now we're going to talk about screen printing. Let's get this webcam back. I don't want to make you dizzy, so I'm putting my hand over the lens. Don't get upset about that. All right. That's good. There we go. So now we're going to talk about screen print, what goes into screen print. Now I got 2 screens over here. That one I want to make for an example. Get these out. Put these down on the floor, like that. Okay. You see, this is stuff here. What else? Stencil film. We'll make one stencil film an example. I want to show you the shirt I made from it. And then we'll put this out, this out, and what else? I think we have enough, I think, for now. Okay. So what goes into screen printing is this. When you do a screen printing job for somebody on YouTube, say if you're a guy that's a hobby and you started on YouTube, it takes a lot of work to build people's trust up for you to do their shirts. And it took me a long time to get people to hear me out. And I'm still working on build up trust with other people. And there's one guy on YouTube that wouldn't trust me to do a shirt, so I never did them. But I got a few people right now that are going to deal shirts. One I didn't hear from for a while, but hopefully I hear from sometime. But I'm going to be doing Jay's Minuscule Garage t-shirts for him, for his channel. And unfortunately, when we do t-shirts for people, we take pride in doing that. And I do. Let me show you something. Now, this can is called Base Layer Long Lasting Emulsion for Plastro inks. That's what I use in my studio Plastro inks. I like them better than water base. And unfortunately, we have this kind of stuff here. And what is that stuff supposed to be? Let me get you something else out here too. I don't want to forget the most important thing there is. Take this out. Okay. Now we have everything out here. We'll put this down here. We don't want to show this yet. Now, when we coat the screen and we put this base layer emulsion on the screen, this small screen, you have to take a scoop coater like this to it to coat it up, like this and like that. All right. Because I have a bigger one that will not fit the screen, or will it? It would if it was a little bigger. But when you're coating this up, this is considered a scoop coater for the emulsion. And the coats up the screen with the emulsion. Okay? Not now, Crystal. And what it does, you have to do it like that on an angle, and you do it like this with the emulsion. And there's two different size emulsions, but you know, this is what it looks like when it's under a screen, under a fan drying. I made this for a special purpose for this video to show you what it looks like. And now this is what this base layer emulsion looks like. It's been already dried and everything, so you don't have to worry about ruining this screen. It's only for a purpose, this video on my channel for this purpose. And this is what it looks like when it's all dry. It's blue, okay? Now I got some old emulsion over here. I can show you what color that emulsion looks like. This is the old base layer emulsion, which is all dead anyway. This is blue. See it? You can't see it. See? It's blue, see it? Blue emulsion. So, this is all dead anyway, so it ain't gonna bother. This is all old stuff. So that's what this stuff looks like on a screen. So when you coat the screen and you develop the screen and put a logo or artwork into it, it opens up and looks like this. Oops. Opens up and looks like that. Like that. It opens up and looks exactly like that. Because it develops a under a 12-minute exposure time. My exposure unit, let me show you. Exposure unit. Is this. This is my exposure unit. There's the lamp. 250 watt halogen lamp. And I don't want to make anybody dizzy, folks. I'm going to put this over the screen again. Okay, there we go. So the exposure unit is over there, over in the corner. So what we do today is, now the second thing I'm showing you is stencil film. Okay, this is stencil film, which is artwork now. This is artwork. This is a channel on YouTube, 21SC, Whole Radio Night on YouTube. A good channel on YouTube, 21SC. Check them out on YouTube. He's an awesome channel. I recommend you check him out on YouTube. Good CB radio guy. He talks about CB radio a lot on his channel. So that's what it's about. Okay, O Radio Night. When you make a t-shirt, you put it on the emulsion. The emulsion is totally dry. You can actually develop a screen under a 12-minute exposure time if you know your exposure time. So I hope this audio works this time, because last night my audio would not work. And I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to talk to all of you about, let me see if my audio is working. Let me check this out. Test. Okay, it is working. Okay, cool. You'll hear it this time. So, this is a t-shirt that I made for 21. We're Old Radio Night t-shirt. And I'm going to show it an angle now. And I'm holding up a funny way, that's why. Holding up the right way. See? This is what it looks like on a t-shirt. And this is the front. And that's what it takes to make a t-shirt. Okay? But that ain't all of it. That is not all of it. What goes into making a friendly screen printing t-shirt. There's something I left out of this conversation. Now, get to it right now. Okay? When you print these like this on a t-shirt, there's one thing you gotta learn before you print these. The secret is you gotta wash them in cold water inside out in your wash machine. If you don't, the shirt will not print. Because when you wash it, the threads stretch out, they open, and then you can print on these. Okay? You can print on them. See, I did a lot of t-shirts for people over the years, 25-year period. I'll show some to you right now what I did. Okay? I don't got an original t-shirt I made back in the day though. But I did make a local business by the name of Randolph Fish Market. I did his t-shirt. He's in Randolph, Massachusetts. I did these people, I did a lot of shirts for these people. Patterson's Properties. They make homes for people that need a home, and I guess they remodel the homes and resell them to people that need affordable home. This here, his company's not around anymore, but this was located in Canton, Quincy, Massachusetts. Coyle Home Contracting. The guy that owned it was Damien McGinley, a good friend of mine. He lives in Ireland. Good guy. And I originally did a shirt for, this is not original shirt I did his shirts like, but this is O'Shane TV Land on YouTube. This is a new one I recently did for Dora Vlogs 29's friend. And I sent them out to her. This shirt's as well as her own. And you might have heard of this guy on YouTube. This guy used to raise his own dogs. This is one of his work, a Sherry, Newfoundlander. And this is his dog, Newfoundlander. I printed for him on his shirts. Now, when we get into a screen printing business, when I do make it out of a business, to make that clear, and in a business yet, folks, I'm a hobby. It's a hobby right now. I'm just a hobby. But when I do make it into a business, see, when I make a little bit of money from these YouTubers, it isn't much because YouTubers don't make much money, okay? Now, if they have a business, they make a good living out of some things they do off of YouTube. But you know, it's like, let me see if I got something here. Let's see. I do call myself a business. I'm not yet. We're only doing the learning stuff on the channel. Now, if you turn around and you make a little money from YouTube, you don't make very much. You make money and you want to buy something like this because you're running low. $53 a quart for this stuff, folks. $53. This costs a lot of money. Okay. The stencil film I make the artwork is $39. Okay. This stuff is, I don't know exactly how much this costs, but this costs good too. But you're going to need this because if you don't have this on your press and you put a shirt down and the shirt ain't stuck, guess what's going to happen to the shirt? It's going to ruin it. So this stuff is an adhesive that sticks the shirt down to the t-shirt template. This surface right here, the press thing. This thing right here. This stuff where the phone and stuff is on. It sticks that down. This is important. Okay? Now, we need cleaner. We need cleaner. And this is soy wash. Green wash was made out of soy. It's all totally green. No odor. You have to buy something like this if you have a job and you run low on it. Okay? Or if you make a little money and you need something like maybe one of these. Or this press. Or this baseball cap heat press, which I have in my shop too. See, I worked hard to make all this stuff, to get all this stuff, little by little. I bought the stuff little by little. I had to save money up with my own money I had. Or I just bought this this baseball cap press. When I had money saved and I had a job, I paid for it and I got it. Because it's very essential in your screen shop. So if you're a YouTuber, you can make a channel by anything of your content you have. But folks, if you wanted a t-shirt business and you want to run a shop business from your home, you want to run a shop from your home, and you want to run a business, then you have to do one thing. You got to work getting the license for a business. I'm not a business yet, so I don't have to worry about that. It's only a hobby. I already check with the local people. I talk to my city. Now, if you get a business license, then you have to start selling your product. Start getting your customers to come to your business. You have a website. You got to have that. You got to have a website to draw the traffic in. Then you got to get the revenue to buy a press, unless you're skillful as I am. I made my own press. I didn't have to pay thousands of dollars. Folks, if you want to do an old-time screen printing, if you're a young kid and you have a dad that knows how to build, ask him to build you a t-shirt press like this. Ask him to build you one. You don't have to buy one. You can use what you have. You can use what you have. I built this way back in the day, and I still have it. So anyway, let's see now. When you have a business and you're making money, okay, and you need something like, say, something like this, scoop colas, 2 different sizes. You have to take the money out to buy it, and these don't cost much. So you take a little money out of your revenue you earned for your first job. Don't take all of it out and use it. Take some to pay for the squeegees, or to pay for the emulsion, or if you have money earned enough to pay one of these. Because you're definitely going to need one of these too. There's a lot of stuff you're going to need. And then later on down the road, if you want to get a hat press, then you have to buy one of those heat presses for the hats. So it's a little by little you can do it. I'm not saying when you get a big job with all this money and you jump on buying all this stuff and your money's out. No, don't do that. Take your time, buy little by little. Don't spend all your profits. Don't spend all your profits. That's not the way to go. Okay? Don't do that. But do it little by little. Take your time to do little by little. Don't do it all at once. You see, every time I made money, I bought a power washer, which is very important to clean your screens out. If you don't have one of those, you're going to be screwed too. So I got a power washer, presses, emulsion, screens, a 4-color press I built myself back in the day. And let me see. Oh yeah, I made this screen here. I showed you with the emulsion. I built this screen myself. I do everything myself in the shop. So I can build a small screen for a hat press. When I need a screen, I can take the wood, cut it, and build it. See, folks, if you're a young guy and you want to make it and you have a dad that knows how to build, ask him to make you some screens too, the frames. And then you have to learn how to put the mesh in. You have to do that. And I'll touch that basis when it comes on another video. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that. And we'll go through that basis on this channel. We'll also show you how to print 4 6-panel hats too. How you do that too. We'll touch bases on different ideas. But I love doing my own screen printing shop. I like making my own fan base and everything. And I pick up things that people throw away. Like for instance, they pull this paper towel off of here and put it over here. Let me show you what I found. Now I repaired this thing, and I'll show you it on the video. I get this webcam over here again. I'll block it over there, and I'll put my hand over this. Won't make you dizzy. This is what I fixed. You see this? This is a copier, a HP Office 6500. Somebody threw it out. They tossed it out. It wasn't working, they tossed it out. So what I did, this is what I was looking for. This is what I did is I picked it up and I bought a cord for it from eBay. This cord on eBay for a good price. And then, let's see if I can put this up here. Well, what I want to show you, that's why I want to do this. I'll put the camera down. This here is a duplexer. This little duplexer. That's a duplexer. I bought it off of eBay. And I bought it off of eBay. I got an account with eBay. I don't know what business obviously business I have, don't have an eBay account. But I have an eBay account, and I bought that duplexer with my own money, not with the earnings and screen printing. And I bought duplexer and the plug with eBay. I had to take that whole copier apart to clean all the inks out that was clogged into the machine. Cleaned it up. Now it goes back and forth and works, and you put a cartridge in it. All right, so I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to put this up on YouTube later, this video, the learning curve video. And we're going to stop this now, but I hope everyone has a great day. Have a great day, folks. And I hope everyone have a good old rest of your day. Hey, listen, folks, this is no joke. If you have a YouTube channel, if you're a new YouTuber, this is my advice. If you're a new YouTuber and you don't know what to put on your channel, and you don't have any idea, I recommend that you sit in your quiet room by yourself and think in your mind, what can I do to go on YouTube, and what is my content going to be about? If you have a hobby, mind you, that you like doing. Say if your hobby is magnet fishing, or model building, or diamond paints, arts and crafts, things like that. That could be your content. Think about it. Sit in your room and think in your mind, what do I do? What do I have for content I can use on YouTube? If you can't come up with something, and you got a mother or father, sit down with them. Ask them, Mom, Dad, what can I do for YouTube? What can I make a content on YouTube? Parents can give kids good advice. But if you have a hobby, use that.